Welcome back to the Grambling State Dynasty, guys. This week, our Tigers are at home taking on the Buckeyes of the Ohio State. It's the first matchup ever between these two teams. And the Tigers have two prospects on campus this week. Number one wide receiver in the class, William Lee, and running back Jared Newsome. First quarter action, Buckeyes show off their running skills. DeAngelis takes the sweep right, catches a block, fakes out Nugent, and he's off to the races. The back is finally brought down after picking up 43 yards. A few plays later, Jackson with the play action, and he decides to take off left. He gets hit by Turner, and it's a fumble. Jones scoops it up, and look at the big fella rumble. Marcus Jones goes 75 yards to the house. Touchdown, Grambling. Tigers lead 7-0. Next Buckeyes possession, Henderson comes in motion, and Jackson makes the pitch to him. He gets the edge and picks up 9. Next play, Jackson drops back and lobs it to the outside for Rouse, and the freshman picks up 15. Then Jackson's back in the gun. He pump fakes, steps up, and gets sacked by Marcus Jones. What a first quarter for the DN. Now it's 3rd and long. Jackson looks to go back to the air. He scans the field, but here comes the pressure. Dan Bird gets the sack. OSU forced to punt. And Eric Rogers is back deep to receive. He starts left, finds some room on the right, and turns the corner. He cuts it back inside and gets tackled after a 46-yard return. And here comes the Tigers' high-powered offense. Walker drops back and throws a dart to Antonio, and he picks up 16. Next play, Cody goes back to the air, rolls left, and connects with Tim Clark, and a big tight end fights for 9 yards. 2 plays later, weird play. EOC takes the rock, cuts back, and fumbles. Tim Clark recovers and goes 10 feet in the air and falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. But the Buckeyes look to answer. Jackson drops back, tries to lob it to the outside, but gets picked off by Aaron Wilkinson. This is getting ugly fast. Tigers look to extend their lead. Jackson gets the handoff, cuts back up the middle, and gets 7. But the drive was stalled, and Davis will kick this field goal, putting the Tigers up 17-0. Ohio State looks to get things going. Jackson tries to escape outright, but gets rocked by Brian Chase. Then it's 3rd and short. Jackson keeps the option, goes up the middle, finds some running room, breaks a tackle, and gets 14. Later in the drive, DeAngelis catches the screen pass, but freshman Cedric Turner is there to shut him down. And the drive was stalled. Buckeyes tried a long field goal. It's no good. He pushed it right. That sets the Tigers up with great field. Walker drops back and hits Mike Jones on the slant, and the big wideout picks up 14. Then Cody goes back to the air and throws a dot to Antonio on the sideline. He cuts it back inside and gets 13. 2 plays later, Walker slides to his left, tries to lob it over the middle to Hicks, but gets picked off by Bryant. The linebacker went up high to get that one. And the Buckeyes look to capitalize. DeAngelis takes the delay, and look at the running room for the back. He gets upfield and gets 11. Then Jackson keeps the option left. He avoids 1, breaks the tackle, and picks up 7. It's 3rd and long. Jackson comes out throwing and hits his tight end Howell, but he gets stopped short of the marker. Ohio State would be forced to punt. And the Tigers take over. PJ takes the handoff, finds a hole on the left, and he powers his way to 9 yards. Then Cody drops back, rolls out to his right, stops, and throws a dart to Antonio downfield for 20. New set of downs for the Tigers. Cody goes back to the air and checks it down to Tim Clark on the sideline. He goes beast mode to pick up the first. A few plays later, Walker from the gun. He rolls out to his left, stops, and look at this throw to Antonio in the end zone. Touchdown, wait! They call it incomplete. And the Tigers would challenge it, and it looks like his right foot stepped out of bounds first. The drive was stalled, and Davis would come on to kick the 50-yarder. It's up and good, and that would send us to the half with GSU up 20-0. What a half for the Tigers. The defense is flying to the ball, and the offense is looking solid. Let's see if they can keep the shutout going. For behind-the-scenes fun and family vlogs, hit up our weekly vlog channel. We've got almost 1,000 family fun videos over there. Join the Mag Pack. Link is down in the description. Start of the 3rd, Rogers is back deep for the return. He brings it up the sideline, catches a huge block on the outside, and he turns up the speed, but he gets pushed out after a 50-yard return. The Tigers try to get their run game going. Jackson finds some room on the left, drops his shoulders, and picks up 14. 2 plays later, Cody hits Antonio on the slant, and the senior fights for 9 yards. Then Cody from the gun, he feels the pressure, rolls out to his left, cuts it upfield, bounces outside, and gets pushed out short of the goal line. Next play, Pierre would punch it in from a yard out. Touchdown Grambling. Tigers up 27-0. Next Buckeyes possession, Jackson with the play action, and he throws a gorgeous ball on the outside to Brooks for 13. Then Jackson with the trips left, decides to take off but gets sacked by Clark. Next play, the Tigers are turning up the pressure. Mike Anderson breaks through the line and he gets the sack. GSU would take over, and Cody from the empty set, he stands tall in the pocket and finds Mike Harper behind the defense wide open. He jukes one and gets 26. Then PJ takes the handoff, finds a lane on the right, cuts it upfield and gets 9. Next play, Cody would drop back, and look at this throw to the back of the end zone to Harper. Touchdown Grambling. What a pass. Buckeyes trail by 34. Jackson from the empty set. He tries to take off, but Dan Bird gets his second sack on the day, and the Buckeyes will punt again. And here come the Tigers. Cody drops back, and he finds Antonio wide open past the marker for the first. Next play, Cody goes back to the air. He rolls out to his left, and man, look at this ball to Harper downfield. That's not even fair. What a dot. Then Cody keeps the option right, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Grambling. Tigers up 41-0. Ohio State takes over. Jackson from the empty set, and he finds Roberts wide open on the sideline for 22. Then Jackson goes back to the air. He tries to force a pass and gets picked off by Andrew Benson. The G-Men's defense is dominating. The Tigers look to score again. Cody draws back and lobs it over the defense to Clark for 14. Next play, Cody goes back to the air and tries to throw it to the outside. It gets picked off by Poole. The linebacker read that perfectly. That's Cody's second INT on the day. And the Buckeyes look to capitalize. Jackson threads the needle to DeAngelis, and he gets 10. Then Jackson drops back, rolls out to his right, but Brian Chase is there to get his second sack on the day. Next play, Jackson tries to run the option, but gets blown up by Chase in the backfield. Buckeyes would kick the field goal. Next Tigers possession, Cody drops back, and he hits Thomas on the outside. He bounces off a defender and gets 7. Walker crossed 250 yards today. Then PJ looks to put the game away, hitting the hole up the middle, finding some room and gets tripped up after gaining 13. Next play, PJ gets it again, finds a hole on the left, makes a juke, and picks up 10 more. Then on 3rd and long, Cody from the empty set, and he throws a dart to Sheldon Hicks over the middle for a huge gain. Next play, Cody goes back to the air and connects with Antonio on the slant. He breaks a tackle and powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown Grambling. And that would do it. GSU dominates 48-3. Cody Walker finished 21 of 32 for 290 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had 2 interceptions. On the ground, Pierre Jackson had 23 carries for 135 yards in the score. And out wide, Antonio had 8 grabs for 108 yards in the score. On defense, it was the Chase and Turner show. They played all over the field. 16 tackles combined, 7 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Well, our Tigers moved to 5-0 and are looking unstoppable. Next up is an underachieving Clemson squad. They were ranked at the beginning of the season. Now they're at 1-4. We'll scout them and take a look at the newest recruits to our class. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at IamBigC. That's IamBiggC. And we'll talk in the Tigers Den podcast. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.